you know, like where it can like email you. I wasn't getting that prompt, and so I was on the phone with IT, and they're like, yeah, you have to like clear everything.
That's the worst.
Yeah, I mean, they walked me through it. They were great, but
yeah,
it means that I'm having to log back into everything as I use it.
Hello.
Hey, right on time.
There's the shit poster.
Sorry, I'm running late. Woohoo!
Hey, it's the song.
It is the song. Down we go.
My entrance music before.
This would be an amazing wedding entrance.
Isn't it the City of Tears, though?
City of Tears.
Might be a little awkward for a wedding.
Yeah.
I've used it for seminars, though.
Yeah, I think stuff is beautiful, but let me tell you, sometimes, and folks that know me well know that I do a lot of weddings, and there are some brides that ask for stuff, and I'm like, they must just like the sound of it, right? Because like the song itself will either be so depressing. I had a bride once won an all Lana Del Rey wedding, which like pretty music, it sounded nice, but like you don't usually get requests to walk down the aisle to Summertime Sadness. You know what I mean? Like.
I put my red dress on tonight, or my white dress maybe, unless they had a red dress.
There you go. But yeah, like I've gotten requests for songs that are just like breakup songs that are like real dark. I've gotten requests for songs that are really inappropriate, which again, there's no singer, so like I guess the lyrics don't matter, but like yeah. Where I'm just sitting there like, Grandma's in the front row. We're playing Drake.
I just feel like it's totally like it's perfect for generic Renaissance music because like they sampled all the dirty songs for all the masses and everything. So it's just like you're sitting in church listening to a song about how you love 15-year-old girls. And you're like, yeah, that's appropriate. Cool.
Love it. Oh yeah, and the Summertime Sadness, Jen, is an actual example. I wasn't like playing that up to be funny. That it was all. I'm trying to remember what the Young and Beautiful was one of the other. I think that was the bridal party.
That's bad.
Oh my god, that's. When I know the young and beautiful.
Yeah.
I mean, Neil and I sing that to each other for fun, but I don't think we would have that at our wedding, like as a ceremonial song. Maybe.
Right.
Maybe as a joke in the reception later, but.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
There's stuff like that too, where like when we had to do "Best I Ever Had" by Drake as the wedding recessional at the.
No,
ceremony,
here. We have a
like,
cutscene. Sorry to interrupt.
Why don't you just play with the reception?
Piano. There's a cutscene.
Amazing.
My goodness.
Why, hello, friend.
Hornet is so cool.
I accidentally spoiled who Hornet is for myself. I don't know if we know at this point in the game or not.
We do not know anything, and we don't know who the main character is. We know nothing.
Okay. I didn't spoil everything. Like, I don't know who the main character is.
Just paying attention. Yeah.
But I did spoil who Hornet is. As I was looking some things up. Yeah, I apparently Silksong is not coming out as soon as they thought.
No, it's been delayed.
Yeah, it's been delayed. I just saw that.
Oh no.
Memorial to the... Aren't you the Hollow Knight?
Oh,
no, you are not.
I do look dead. I look kind of Cubone dead though. So
the whole game isn't named after the protagonist.
No, it is not.
What? Never had an example of that before.
Okay.
Certainly not one of those coming out tomorrow.
Right. Just about to say.
Wait, I thought Zelda was the boy.
I thought it was Mr. Sword.
I have to frame my new art for my office.
All right, now I don't have the key to move forward, and I think I do need it. So could I have somebody look up and tell me where I need to go get that?
Yeah, one sec.
Because I think we have a departure to make.
Andrew, I've seen both Titanic and Lincoln.
But did you see them with Andrew?
I did not see them with Andrew, but I don't know if that was a dig on me, not knowing
I
that
don't, I don't know what the dig is. I was trying to figure it out.
Is it a spoiler thing? Because generally, I actually don't care.
Yeah,
about
I don't
spoilers.
have it.
Like, I won't spoil things for people, but I don't. For the most part, I don't care about them for myself.
because they're historical events with like we know what happened.
What am I looking up? Hello,
I actually hate spoilers. I think that playing the game is borderline, like I won't even like read reviews or look at trailers. I am the opposite of it, the spectrum.
Well, I can promise you, as far as tomorrow's game is concerned, all of you do care, and you're lying to yourselves. You would care very much if I said basically anything.
I care very much. Yeah, no, I extremely care.
Well, yeah, and I don't seek out. I usually don't. I don't read a lot of journalism. Like, I don't really seek out reviews or.
Yeah, I also don't.
But
really
it's not for like. It's not for. It's more like when things have been spoiled for me. I've rarely. I can't think of anywhere it has been like a really upsetting event for me. Like, I remember one of the big ones, and I won't say what the spoiler was, but there was a big Doctor Who spoiler where, because Doctor Who was coming out in the UK first, and then we would get it like a week later or whatever in the US.
Yeah. I'm gonna take a minute and look up where the key is.
I'm trying to look, but I'm not super helpful.
I haven't been doing nothing.
Sorry. I found out who River Song was like the week before it like came to the US, because like I looked up, I think I was trying to look up something like else that had happened, but like the wiki had already been updated, and I was like, no. But like I don't know, it didn't really wreck it when I saw it either.
I think it's like, for me, less like if I know it, then it ruins the moment, and it's more like the moment by moment delight of kind of really not knowing what happens. Like, even looking forward in like Netflix screenshots and seeing a character, I'm like, oh, I guess they live, so that's a spoiler. They're not gonna die, you know, like. So I'm like, I kind of like to be completely in the dark for some reason, and I don't know. That's just me. I don't know why I'm like so about that. Like, that's how I like to experience.
Well, and I don't know.
Narrative media, at least.
Have I mentioned like Joe's extreme take on spoilers here? Probably. Joe won't watch like trailers for the most part.
Yeah, me neither.
He won't do the like previously on Buffy or whatever. Because you know, sometimes they have a thing where like
they will show other shots.
They'll show shots that aren't just from the previous episode. They'll show like
make you predict the thing that's gonna happen. Yes, no, I'm the same. Okay, me and Joe can understand each other, I guess.
Yeah.
Ryan, are you looking at the chat? Because Jen had some suggestions.
Oh, I will in just a minute. I
the
thought.
nailsmith. You
Go
can
see the nailsmith.
Should be accessible.
Okay, hold on. Let me get Jen's chat back in view. Sorry, Jen.
Yeah, what's like, it's statute of limitations for spoilers. Well, it depends on the thing. It depends
I like
on
how I'm now.
how big a spoiler is.
I could see the nailsmith. I don't have any upgrade items for the nailsmith right now. I'm trying to look up how to get to the Soul Sanctum right now inside the City of Tears. Because I thought I was stuck.
Screens to be in different screens. Scrams. Okay.
What was I gonna say? I'm framing some new Stardew / Animal Crossing art. I'll show it to you in a moment.
Enthralling discussion. Yep.
It's one of those things where I had I had like Pinterested and followed the original artist, and I finally decided to buy the prints. It was from Imprint. I don't remember. Like one of those.
This
like,
should be the next
Society
area.
6 type. Like.
Let me
print
try
on demand.
this way first here.
But the one, they're very cute, and I think Karen's and Julianne's will particularly appreciate, because they are, the one is Animal Crossing and the one is Stardew, but it's done as Polly Pockets.
Ah!
Nice.
I love Polly Pockets.
Let me turn off my background so that it won't be weird.
Did you say this is are they a crossover between Animal Crossing and Stardew, or is it two separate things?
She did one that
Nailsmith
was
should be
Stardew
here.
and one that was Animal
okay.
Crossing.
Because I was like, if you cross Stardew with Animal Crossing, you'd have to call it Animal Dew, and that just doesn't sound good.
Let's see if I can get
Yeah, Star Crossing is way better than Animal Dew. Oh yeah, I remember these. Yes, you showed me one of these before. Like, they're
love
so cool. Oh, I just
Yeah.
love
just the detail on them,
concept.
and then the Stardew one.
detail.
I forgot you don't need any of the cool items to upgrade at once. That's
Oh,
nice.
that's super cute.
Isn't that so cute?
That
And then
has
I got a
names.
little Stardew print, just a little 4x4, which was kind of adorable.
It is very cute.
So I'm gonna make a little, like, because I have like all the video game stuff in the office. I didn't have anything for Stardew and Animal Crossing, and I thought that I should rectify that.
Oh, he sounds like he needs an inhaler.
Yeah, it does.
A lot of like asthmatic sound effects.
Wheezy bugs.
Alright, let me go up a little ways and
We
see
had
what I
a
can
nice
do here.
Choir when we walked into this room. Or maybe that was just in the song.
Settings are
I said
gorgeous.
song instead of track or cue. Oh my
Look at
god, PhD.
Julianne, who even are you?
Sometimes I wish I could teach theory 1 and 2 so that I would make everyone learn the word song. Like, I would be like, make sure that you teach your theory 3 and 4 professor. Make sure you use the word song. I just want to troll whoever comes next.
Nice.
That's hilarious.
Do you care
like-
strongly?
I only care when it's meaning what kind of music is actually happening. Like when it's a song with words versus like usually in music and media, like I was talking about this before with the students, like if it's just like a little cue or a stinger versus a long track, like there's some, it's worth it to have clarity there. But if they're just having a conversation and they say song, I'm not gonna like freak the heck out. So like like some people do.
Surely.
Because I do it. I still say song. Keeps me young. It makes me feel like a little gypsy.
Oh, so good.
No, I need to say like bop and what is the other one? I don't remember. That's like old Gen Z now. No one says bop anymore.
Or that a song slaps.
Oh yeah, like a.
You know when the
say that
millennials start.
You know who has a strong opinion about whether something is a bop or a jam or it slaps? That is the Sigma Beta vocabulary of musical
I was
analysis.
going to say.
I feel like I've seen this in the Discord before about like, nah, that one is a jam but not a bop. It's a bop but not a jam. Yeah. Sometimes they are both.
I want to know the new vocabulary. I've been out of the undergrad classroom way too long.
It's so funny how we learn as much from them about musical vocabulary as we do teach them as well. It's like, oh no.
I was very excited the first time one of my students called me lit and that it was a good thing. And I was like,
Oh.
cool.
Yeah, I've been hearing Riz all over the
Literature?
Joe watches streamers, so that's kind of where I
Riz.
hear some
Oh.
things. I've been hearing Riz a lot lately.
I
I've not
hate
heard
Riz.
Riz. I've heard Banger
I
quite a lot.
hate that one. I'll accept like the other ones, but like Riz, I'm just done with that one.
Riz to me is a character in Grease. It's Rizzo. You know, like that's where we are with that. Showing my age.
I won't let my
I am
students use it.
Grease years old.
3 years old. It is the word.
It is the word.
It is the word. There we go.
And Grease can continue to still be the word as long as Frankie Valli is still alive, and he is. So there you have it.
This is exciting. I'm gonna have to figure out where my Stardew section's gonna be.
Also, that reminds me that I had a very strange dream last week in which Stockard Channing appeared.
Oh, that's quite a cameo.
Random.
It was. That's why I
So
remembered it
cool.
all of a sudden. I was like, wait a second, I dreamed about Stockard Channing. I don't know why. But there she was. The only thing I knew is that she had track shorts on and she had really good legs.
Nice.
I literally have no idea where
Jealous of
Way to go.
your dream stalker
what
shit.
part of my subconscious is doing this. Let me tell you, postnatal dreams are a wild ride.
That's true.
Wild ride.
It is true.
I mean, pregnancy dreams were something.
weird. Yeah, I was gonna say I had some weird ones during pregnancy, but it wasn't like a super persistent symptom. It just happened a few times.
I used
Oh,
to have
good,
them
we
a
get the
lot, but
map.
I don't remember any of them anymore. Some of them are really good, though. I know I shared them with some of them with you all. You might remember them better than I would, because I would be like, "Wait, you have got to hear this one. What the heck was that? What did I eat? Nothing. Just a baby."
Excellent, excellent. Okay.
It's the guy that sings Luigi's Mansion, except it sounds less like that every time I hear it. But I'm gonna stick to it.
We're gonna stick to
You
it.
may stick to it. All right, now I
I
have
like
a
the
bench.
bench that like comes up out of the
Yes, it's good.
woodwork.
Bop,
It's a cute
banger.
detail.
Banger, I feel, is even older. Like, I feel like there's like these
Subcockles? Subcockle area? That's a Dennis Leary reference.
Oh, okay. Post-naval Riz. Ew.
All right, in we go.
Soul Sanctum.
Oh, navel as in, not navel, like belly button.
Belly button Riz sounds like you need a bath.
I know. Because I was
Definitely,
postnatal drip for some reason, and I was thinking about drip as like the slang for like good, your clothes, right? Like good
Yeah.
clothes. Which I like that better than Riz. But
We're not in the sanctum yet, are we? 'Cause-
No, we are not. And I still have all that money. The lamp is
yeah,
1,800.
Go spend it. You were gonna. Oh, here it is.
there we go.
Okay,
We're-
everybody.
Yeah, Oregon. Okay.
The second I finally listened to the rest of the soundtrack, since I knew we were gonna play more of this. Is this not Interstellar? Like 100,000%.
This is the trope of the male genius. And that's not my language. There was a very, very excellent conference talk on how this type of arpeggio represents
Are you-
male scientific genius.
Janet Bourne's paper on Genius,
Maybe?
like a while ago.
Yes, this is like...
she did like A Beautiful Mind, like It's in a Beautiful Mind. And
Yes,
also,
and the one that cemented
yeah.
it as male is that in Peg plus Cat, Albert Einstein gets it, but Peg does not.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the same theme that's like in all the other areas, right? Da, 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 da. But yeah, if that arpeggio, the da, 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 it also gives me Legend of Zelda vibes, right? Like Dungeons from
Yes,
Zelda
yes.
1.
Yeah.
It's like
Oh,
the
yeah.
same pattern at the very beginning.
In
Um,
Interstellar, there's a scene where the daughter.
It's the timbre of the organ for me
I
that
forget
does
what
the
her name
Interstellar,
is.
and the like kind of minimalist repetition of the ostinato. Those two things
Well-
make it interstellar-y for me.
Yeah, and so there's a scene where it's pretty straight up organ. It's sort of the end, but the daughter's doing all of this math on the board, right? Like the characteristic scene, and that's when this trope kind of starts to play with the repetition. And so it kind of subverts that a little bit. Although I think Interstellar came out like right around when Janet was delivering this paper, so I don't know if she had like seen it or used it. Yeah. Book, chapter, and essay on music. Frank wrote a book on musical genius and film. Did I not know this?
Yeah.
I didn't know that Frank did that. Is this a section of Hollywood Harmony? Does he have another book out?
I know that he has an essay. I think I saw the essay too. Did I sign? No, I didn't. I was like one of the things I was going to sign this semester, but I didn't end up doing it. I think maybe he meant book chapter.
I'm like on his Tufts page to see if there was anything new. We have to get Frank to stream with us someday.
Please, dear
so
God,
fun.
that'd be so fun.
I agree. I just can't talk very much right now.
I feel like Frank would be so into that. Also, Will Gibbons finally has said like he would be into it. We just have to schedule him.
Really? He would actually stream with us?
Well, it's summer.
He
Let's
said
go.
so to
Let's
Ryan.
go.
Isn't that wild?
What changed?
Yeah,
his
he told me.
mind?
I mean, I don't want to take credit for it, but I feel like when he was on Kudo, it made him go, "Oh, Twitch isn't scary." Because he was still like that even when the conferences were on Twitch. He was like, Twitch.
It
I'm
wasn't
allergic.
the platform, it was the way everybody was acting. You know, it
That's
was
true.
about it being a conference space.
Yeah.
So
And this is definitely a lot less conferencey than.
Yeah. But yeah, he made a comment that he would be interested
that's cool.
in streaming with us at some point.
That would be fun.
For what it's worth, I fully support Twitch as a conference space still, just not a replacement for all conferences for all purposes.
No more other conferences ever. Yeah, we should get him like in the summer when presumably one is less busy. I don't know. Well, like he's an admin person at a whole new place, so I do not know.
Yeah.
But
Well, what's he know about
anyone
Zelda?
who is in the chat who hasn't streamed with us yet and wants to, or like has a game you just want to play, we are super happy to have any and all of you as guests.
Yeah, that would be fun.
For sure.
Again, more than one. We already had Andrew, so we're happy to
Wait,
have
I just
more
was in
Andrew.
here.
It like puts us on our best behavior in a way that's kind of nice.
Yes,
They might even make me stay up past 10 o'clock.
Yeah, and it makes us want to actually like think about the
Yeah, like I do prep work when we're gonna have a guest on.
prep work, right? Like
You know, except when we've like with Chia, it was brand new. But I had tried to like listen to it a little bit.
Yeah.
Whatever was available, I like looked at trailers and stuff. But yeah, if the game's out, I try to like listen and come up with some things to talk
Yeah,
about.
and in that case, we're just like facilitators for the guest who has more of the specific knowledge or whatever.
Yeah.
And even if you don't have specific knowledge and you just love the game, it's just so nice to have guests and like, vibe out.
I loved the Maniac
it.
Mansion one with Andrew. That was so fun. You're
That
welcome
was
back
super
anytime,
duper
Andrew.
fun. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to, when I'm able.
Hold on, I'm gonna go back to my bench.
I want Andrew to come back. We can do medieval.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all can like walk us through it.
Would love that.
That'd be so fun.
Both of them, actually. It would be so
It's
great.
like a companion to your other work.
I'm aware I need to go
Which-
back
which
the other
one?
way. I really want to annotate my map. The one complaint I have about this game is that I wish the map
Is it
updated
a
in
map
real
stream,
time.
right?
I know it.
Where's our emoji?
We have to upload that. There was another one that I was thinking of making that was like a trope of ours on the stream, and now I can't remember what it was.
We also need each of our faces like doing some weird reaction, like every other Twitch has.
Julianne,
true.
can we make one of you doing that spider face that one time?
Somebody has to have that saved somewhere.
I have that
Obviously a
screenshot
relatable
somewhere. I'll do the shop guy.
Oh man, yes, I love him.
I think my favorite random weird picture of me is I have a picture being surrounded by the chicken choir that Bonnie Bogovich does. So I'm like being attacked by 3 Muppet chickens.
It's a thing. So, speaking of random animals, this week was a really big adventure here on the farm because I came home from running errands to find a very, very, very large intact male pig on my lawn, which was very exciting.
Okay, but when Karen first told us intact male pig, there was something about intact that to me read as like the body of a pig and not like a living pig that could walk around.
I read it as a body. A
I
big
meant
part
that
of
this
the
pig
body.
has testicles the size of
All
Nebraska.
right. That hidden passage,
That
by
part
the
you
way,
did not say.
that's the way in and out. I don't need the key anymore.
Oh, good.
Bald brown pig on your lawn,
It
like.
was a very, very,
For those that
very
just joined, we
large
did talk about music a moment ago.
We did.
pig. Now we're talking about pig
Sorry.
testicles. It's
Yeah.
very exciting.
So yeah, there was a pig, and
There
then
was a very, very large pig on my lawn, and as I was chatting with the people who were going to come and put it back where it belongs, I found out there's a mother with a nest of baby skunks under my neighbor's porch.
Yeah.
And when they spray, I can smell them, so that's exciting.
That's a
And
no,
in my
team.
bedroom, even, which is awesome. And
where you
also,
want skunk.
apparently, our 2 peacocks, Bonnie and Clyde, are on the outs, and Clyde has been spending time with some wild turkeys. Bonnie isn't happy. And so Clyde stands in the office area on the farm and screams all night long. And if you've ever heard a peacock scream,
Yeah, I really haven't, and I sort of want to know, but I sort of don't. I don't know.
it's absolutely atrocious. It sounds like
Yeah.
a child
Which
or
sounds
a
like
cat
Oh.
being smushed. It's terrifying. So it's been like there's a lot of animal happenings
Right.
here, and it's very, very, very exciting. Animal
That's too
Day.
much excitement, I've decided.
It was a lot for one day.
Oh, I like the sound of no filter after 6 p.m. You've watched us, right?
All right.
Yeah, we're talking about pig balls right now. So
I don't know what to do with any of you. Honestly.
we're also talking about organ genius in the chat. Yeah,
We're talking fantasy opera and
Neil Lerner's stuff, tracing back, that I used a lot in my Bach article, like just the organs in general.
award-winning Bach article.
Yes, thank you.
In his Bach article, Isabella van Elfren's Gothic Bach. is a
Yeah,
big
Gothic
one.
Bach, all that stuff.
And then all of my organ stuff.
Which weirdly, I was rereading my Bach article when I taught it, and I had citations to Gothic Bach, and they didn't make the final version, and I don't remember, I have no memory of removing it.
Weird.
Weird.
Yeah, because I definitely cite that one and yours.
I
lot,
didn't talk
Neil.
about it in the text, but it was in a footnote, and then it just wasn't there, and I'm like, this looks like a weird, omission or snub. So, apologies.
Yeah.
I've never met Isabella van Elfren in real life. I'd like to. I'd like to do some kudo. It's hard to even pick what to do, though. Probably Gothic Bach, because it's so important.
Yeah.
But
She did a keynote just a couple of weeks ago.
All right, here we
at
go.
UMass Amherst.
Thanks
I think it was UMass.
thanks for the encouragement there, Jen.
Cool.
does she want to give mine?
Yours is going to be
So
fine.
that I don't have to? I have about 16 minutes of it done. I actually really appreciate Julianne sending me the one you did for that graduate conference, because it's kind of a similar vibe.
Yeah, I saw I just never got to
little
find the text. I'm sorry.
No worries.
Oh,
Haven't had-
that's categorically unfair. So is this.
soon as this is over, though, this is Dannying my Elfman just a bit.
I'm gonna start using that. It's terrible, and I love it.
I don't remember what we were streaming, but sometimes I save like screenshots of when we're talking about stuff. And there was one point where I described something being at a low Zimmer instead of a low Simmer.
Yeah, that's so good.
So I've used that ever since.
We need to collect all of these.
I do have some
in
of
the
them also.
spreadsheet. Just make a new tab. Like games that we need to play, and then like fun things we've said, or other people.
Mostly.
Yeah, we're like always making Elfman and Zimmer comparisons.
It's true. We've done that just in this one game. Indeed.
I'm gonna, when I'm home this summer, my sister bakes excellent
goodness.
bread, and I'll have her make me a loaf of bread that's
Yeah.
shaped like a wheat.
Yeah, it's a low flute.
A loaf wheat.
That's what we need. That's an invite we need. Is low flute.
That is
Everybody needs a loaf wheat.
All right, I'm gonna open a tab with the games to play.
Hold on, we're not done yet, please.
Oh, we're not? Never mind.
Julianne said a bad word.
I hate the like, oh, you thought they died, but... Oh, and the wet sound. I should have known the earlier sound effects weren't wet enough to be that
Holy crap, okay.
Oh, we haven't updated what we've played in a while.
Oh, can you link that
Oh yeah.
to me or anybody? I have not.
Okay.
I don't know if I have that saved anywhere.
We're all
It's in your
on
Google
it.
Drive.
Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Because we've done Maniac Mansion now, so I'm gonna move that over. I don't know if this is in order, but
Google Drive. Here I go.
I'm now looking through to see. We did Paradise Killer, at least a little bit. We could play more at some point.
I've found that
Oh,
the
wait, I
visual
found
novel
it.
type games like
Lost
that
Odyssey we
aren't
did.
great on stream, unfortunately.
What'd you say? You don't want to do more of that one?
A lot of visual novels, like, it's got to be a really intentional case for it to be awesome
We
on
did the
stream.
oracles. I took the oracles out. We did both of them.
Yeah,
We
you
did.
throw 'em over in the.
Games
Yeah,
you
you did.
played.
Good.
Bird gut.
Yeah, we still have to do that one.
Homescapes.
You have to leave that on there forever. You have to leave
That's
the
gonna be
Homescapes on there
there.
forever.
I gotta add some more.
I cannot believe I finished that boss without just absolutely eating it, by the way.
Lumino City. That's on my list.
We did Shadowgate, so that's.
We did Overcooked, but I feel like we didn't really do Overcooked. I feel like that was a
No,
failure.
it's only for like a couple of minutes. I think.
Yeah, we should.
Overcooked doesn't feel like a music analysis stream, it feels like a fun party game night
Are you
stream.
kidding
Sure.
me? There's great music in Overcooked.
It is.
We
but
did
it's just-
Undertale.
There's too much of us playing. If it's multiplayer, it's too much of us playing with each other. Which would be fun. We should do that. Oops. Crap. Okay.
Oh, I know a few that
I've got a
have-
couple more minutes, and then I'm gonna have to disappear.
that I have to add here. Andrew, it's not in the style of Gothic Bach. It's just.
Yeah, Jen, I
regular
lucked out
Psychedelic
there. That
rock.
was just, I don't know.
just
I
regular
would love for
Bach.
you to do Crocodile Bach.
Crocodile Bach. I'll do a mashup. Actually, I don't think Pete's with us tonight.
I was just up here. That's a waste. Okay.
For Angie, I did a mashup of Bach with American Tune because it's based on the Bach.
Can I go back this way and around?
We hoped. Whatever.
Hi, Jordan.
No, I have to go left and down. Okay, well there must be a way then. Hi, Jordan.
Sheet music. Yeah, where's the mashup first? Yeah, so the
Oh, there it is. Other side. How do I...
Yeah, so the Paul Simon's American Tune is based on O Haupt wohl Blut und Wunden from the St. Matthew Passion, BWV 244. So I actually did like a mashup using the original like chorale parts, but then like blending it with the Paul Simon lyrics for a concert, and that was like really fun to do.
Here.
But that's the only Bach mashup that I've really done. I always love when people do those like Bad Romance by Lady Gaga, but it's a perfect
I
fugue
need more
following counterpoint.
Yeah.
Because
more
like,
spell power
I
to
can't
do it.
that because
Well, we
I
can
never
fix
put
that.
counterpoint.
Oh, I love
I don't
counterpoint.
have counterpoint.
I want to go
reset
back
the
and do
enemies
more
quick.
counterpoint.
Me too, honestly. I never actually took a normal counterpoint, 18th century. I took a normal 16th century counterpoint class, which I loved.
Yeah, I had
But
zero.
the 18th century, I kind of got a weird version of it that was more based on partimenti, which I also love. But I never really like wrote a fugue. So like, yeah. But I always find it funny that they always pick like Lady Gaga, Britney Spears, these sort of like pop songstresses as if to say this learned style is the opposite, so the perfect irony for these like dumb bubblegum pop girls. I think I just think it's totally innocent. Like I don't think
that's an interesting read because the read that I have on that, the read that I have on it is that the melodies lend themselves well to that type of treatment. So like I don't read it as an ironic juxtaposition, but as a marker of just the type of pop melody that's suited for that type of transformation, if that makes sense.
I wonder. Well, I have to like look at
Jen.
what the overall
Thank you, Jen.
what the overall demographics, I guess, are of these that get popular, and kind of like think about it. Again, like I also haven't really had fugue. I mean, I know what a fugue is, but I never had to really take a class in it. So I hope they don't make me teach it. If any students are here, just know I'm an imposter if I have to teach you how to write a fugue.
Oh my gosh, I'm talking about imposter syndrome on Saturday.
Hell yeah!
Well, I will come and listen to your talk, Dana, and we will geek out more about counterpoint. But for now, I need to go.
Oh, I can
So I will
sign.
Thank you for being here.
Yes.
Yay.
Bye, Karen.
Yay.
All right, see you all soon.
Good night.
Alright, I'm gonna remove Karen from the stream so she's not frozen there for all time here.
Whoa.
Good night, Karen.
Instructor
There
had
we
to cancel class to go perform for
night,
Pope
Karen.
Benedict. That's awesome.
That's a good excuse, honestly.
It's a great excuse.
Yeah, cancel your class.
You know what else this reminds me? The ba-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da, X-Files.
Yes.
this is the part.
The oddity so big now.
All right, we'll fill in our map again, and then we're gonna go up.
Hi, 8-Bit Aria.
Hello. Oh, 8-Bit Aria, I have to tell you, since I commented on Twitter about Tears of the Kingdom, I was like, oh, Joe did like an Amazon pre-order. Funny story that got canceled due to some changing around of like the credit cards attached to his Amazon account.
Oh, so annoying.
Which, it's all fine, but that means that he went to GameStop today to pre-order it, so now we're gonna get it at midnight.
Nice.
Okay. Wait, midnight in like 2 hours? Midnight?
Whenever it comes out, yeah.
Yeah, 2 hours.
Oh, because you're doing a digital version. It's like, I'm doing a hard copy, which I'm like,
No, they're doing a hard copy. Joe is going to GameStop.
I was gonna say I can't read, but it's actually that I can't listen or talk. Oh, that's fun. It's open then. I just like didn't think it would be open.
While he was there, they basically talked him into getting the fancy special edition. So
all the
art
stuff.
book, and it has like I guess enamel pins that come with it. Like it's gonna be a whole thing.
I'm sure they had to pull his leg.
Well, I think when he went to pre-order, like it was sold out the first time, but I guess GameStop like withheld some. As an incentive.
They always do.
Yeah, so like when he went in, they're like, "Oh, you want to do this?" And he probably would have ordered that version anyway. But yeah, it actually worked out better. Yeah, the collector's edition.
We did get digital here.
Are open. What the hell?
We're also like 2 minutes from. It's one of those like open air lifestyle malls, but yeah, we have like a Target within like a stone's throw of us. It used to be like a good like 90s mall, you know, with like a food court and a lot of like old weird neon everywhere. It was a great mall, and then they ruined it and turned it into one of these stupid none of the things are attached malls. And I hate it, but it does mean we have a bunch of stuff real close to us. We have a Target, we have a GameStop, we have an Ulta, we have Dave's Hot Chicken, which is not a national chain, I don't think, but it's quite good. Started in California.
Okay, we're gonna go back up to the top now.
Yeah,
and hopefully spend some cash, everybody. But also, the next upgrade we need is now up here.
Andrew, I don't know if this is the time to tell you that I already had a Switch, and Joe got me another Switch.
You're not the only person in that boat, actually, for Tears of the Kingdom specifically.
Yeah, he got me the OLED Switch as my Mother's Day present. So, which I got early. I got early because he was like, "Life is short. Here you go. This is your Mother's Day present."
Okay, we only need one of the marker sets. I don't need all 4 marker sets.
So that was really the chorus. I'm going back and reading. I Get Around by the Beach Boys. I love that song.
That's pretty good.
This arena, I think, is one of the expansions. I don't think we need to do that right now.
Ella Spagnola on YouTube did a really. She does like, what if Miley Cyrus's Flowers was by Bruno Mars? Like she takes songs and then flips them into other things. She did Baby Shark as a Lady Gaga song, and it was hysterical. But she did Bad Guy by Billie Eilish as the Beach Boys, and she got a friend to help her like do the harmonies, and he totally stole the I Get Around like chorus harmonies and like inserted them into the song, and it was so good.
So now we know this is Black Egg Temple, the one thing that got added to our map. We can't do anything with it yet.
Okay.
Oh yes, I was looking at the Twitch stream games to play list. I'm just cleaning it up a little bit. Okay, let's see. I still have Goat Simulator on my list, as if that has like any music in it.
Please keep it there.
Goat Simulator is a good game. We have that and Goat Simulator 3 in the house.
Yeah. fun.
How are there so many?
No, there's only 2 of them. The second one is named 3.
That's so good. Oh, I love how this adds that pan in chicka 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 thing. It doesn't sound like that, but you know what I mean.
Yes, I do.
When you and then it goes away when you beat it.
Okay, so we need emotes of our faces. We need emotes of... Gosh, what was it? There was something really good.
This is it. This is where I need to be.
What were the other emotes?
Jesus Christ, dude.
Right? The vocal with this line of dialogue is super
With this
creepy.
actual, like,
Yeah,
It reminds me of the Luma from the Mario movie.
haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, sad. New music again here.
My least favorite area. I mean, not mine, but I just
But
read
Jen's.
Jin's comment out loud. I've never played it.
Oh, really?
It's very crystalline.
I don't mind this area at all, Jen. I don't like Fog Valley with that homing missile crap. I'm not coming back here until I get the lamp.
Alright, so we have to figure out what sounds crystalline about this.
Some of it is the pointillistic bing, bong, ding. It's not like hyper crystalline, though.
I feel like it
it's not,
gets there, though.
over-determined.
Unless I'm thinking of a different track. I remember one of them that was called Crystal something. I was like, oh dang.
Oh, it's like
and
so crystalline.
It had that kind of like metallic-y percussion, but not reading as winter. Just reading as like mysterious and reverby, and
Yeah.
we might not be in the section where
A
that's
lot of
like
it's
really apparent.
When you have the visual context, you perceive it a little differently anyway, but
True, and then having the title, like,
yeah,
like,
like
that's
I'm
crystals
ready to
or whatever.
hear some
you're
crystals.
ready to
in
hear
this
some
bitch.
crystals.
Yeah.
I will say my video game class, my summer class, started on Tuesday as I was handing in final grades for my other classes. Rest in peace, me. And
Oh no. No break?
yeah, no, I had overlapped. They overlapped. So because they're for different institutions. So.
Oof.
But anyway, so class went live on Tuesday, and it was basically read the syllabus, etc. And like, after you kind of do all that, here's a little intro board with like prompts to tell me about yourself. Basically, I just want to get a sense of like who are the musicians in the class, who are folks that can't read music at all, like because then I give them different feedback on their analysis posts and stuff.
Sure.
I can be, rigorous with the ones that have more musical background. I want them all to grow, and I never compare them to each other, but so it just helps me. But by Wednesday, when I logged in again, 49 out of 50 had done the post.
Nice.
I have never seen a group of undergrads that on top of things that like.
Yeah, that's awesome.
But one
Oop,
had
nope.
done it. Like holy moly! So I have really high hopes for this group. It's gonna be a lot of fun. And I have some really good analysis post prompts lined up. I just like basically made a big list of some really great tracks from video games that I enjoy. And they'll get to pick from like 6 to 8 every week. But that way, you'll get some things that are kind of marked by me as being specifically like really interesting for whatever reason, or a good example of something we're talking about. And then they also have opportunities to like do their own stuff too. But
Oh yeah, hold on, I can do this hard one.
Some vibraphone going on. Oh my gosh, this is again like Celeste 5 in like a triggering way.
Oh, scheiße.
Yeah, this is the Celeste stuff.
This is very Celeste.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, I know this game came out before Celeste, right?
Yeah, it did.
But, you know, just that difficulty level. Or like Super Meat Boy has a lot of that nonsense too.
Excuse me, everybody.
Bless you.
Yeah, Jordan, I'd be happy to share. Some of them are not fully written, because this is something that I've changed the format of a little bit this year. So like the one that's available right now is this week's. So I'm trying to like get the rest of them rewritten, but I will happily send. It's an 8-week class for me, so I don't know what he's doing. Oh, you only have 5 in your summer class starting Monday. Kind of cozy. 5 could be great. I had 5 in my grad disability seminar this spring, and it was a great group. Their final projects were great. Yeah, we have 2 summer sessions, so I got another course. Yay, adjunct! And the other course I got is second session, and they overlap by a month. So I've got a month here of just video games, and then in the second half I pick up History of Rock and Roll, which I'm excited to teach again. It's been a while.
Yay! Are those both Ohio State?
Yeah. One of them is a satellite campus, so it's a little different. Like I got hired by different people.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, I did the appreciation class in the fall for this Lima campus.
Hold on.
Because Ohio doesn't call it Lima. Call it Lima, like the bee.
Of course, it's so the Midwest pronunciation of everything.
I'll tell you.
Classic.
We have some real doozies in Ohio. We have a Versailles, Ohio.
Oh yeah.
We have some real winners. The worst one though, the one that like made me like hate everything when I found out, was we have Manaway, Ohio.
Oh guys, my money.
No. Can't take it with you, Ryan.
Yeah, I can't. There it goes.
Oh, I know what that one is because you told me about it before. Because we have that in New Jersey too, and it's pronounced very differently. But it's also not pronounced in the way it should be. Manaway.
I actually thought there were 2 different, because I had heard
I can do
Manaway,
this,
like
everybody.
a lot of my life, and it wasn't until I had to go there for something. I'm like, no.
That can't be the way that they say this.
I thought there was like a Mantua and a Manaway.
See, at least New Jersey, the town next to us is called Mantua, like with the ch. Mantua.
Chew on it.
So like, so it's closer. It's not like the
egg.
cigar. But Manaway is unbelievably funny. I just love that so much.
Like, I just don't understand where any part of that
I want to know
comes
the
from.
history of it. Like, I want to know the history of that pronunciation because I think that's fascinating. Like, in a totally... I'm not trying to be condescending. Like, I think that's so interesting.
Stefan shared the coolest, like, language nerd thing, and it was about...
Is it this way or is this the darkness way?
How we...
The darkness way.
No, it's this way.
You mean, like,
okay.
I believe in a thing called love, the darkness? Stefan shared a really cool thing on Instagram, which was talking about the Valley Girl but it was explaining that is an incredibly diverse usage, and it gave the specific like grammatical terms for the variations of the word like, and how
that's so cool.
they have actually been absorbed into generic English, and so they're no longer considered that sort of Valley Girl 90s way of speaking, because folks have just adopted it, and so now it's normal.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so it's really, I read something or heard something maybe a while ago about how they sort of showed how young, sort of like teenage girls, often black teenage girls, are at the forefront of new linguistic changes. And that we often like shit all over them, but then everyone says like now. Everyone. My dad, who thought it was like so stupid, he says it all the time, like, you know. So, you know, there's my one feminism of the day. Like I did 2 feminism last week.
Did a feminism.
I did 1.
That could be an emote. I don't know how many emotes we have, but we should definitely make some more and get them up.
I'll just sort of pop my face in
kind of
here
want
and then go
one
back.
for something along the lines of, hey, we actually talked about music. We could do did a feminism and did a music.
I don't think I can get away with ever using did a feminism. I'm just saying.
That's okay. Emotes don't have to just be for one person. I'm gonna look up this story.
I'm gonna try to fight the annoying Super Crystal boss again. Hold on.
Okay, so like was absorbed, and the sociolinguist Andrew Darcy wrote about the vernacular like back in 2005. Not all uses of vernacular like originated in Valley Girl, but it seems reasonable that at least 2 of the 4 did. So there's the quotative like. This is when you say something along the lines of, I was like XYZ, where it replaces the word say, but not exactly, because it suggests...
Alright, I got my money
it's
back at
merely
least,
a
team.
paraphrase, that there's some uncertainty there. There's also the approximative adverb like.
Nice.
I've been working there for like 5 years. And it indicates an estimate or lack of precision. There's the discourse marker like, which is like, I'm not doing much. Or alternatively, I'm not doing much like. You call this a filler word, but what it is doing is setting a mood. Casual, carefree. And then discourse particle like. That's like so funny, is the example. And it's generally empty in meaning, but nonetheless follows specific grammatical rules. Isn't that fun?
That is fun.
So freaking much.
Credit to Professor Neil is the creator that did the explanation. If you follow me on Instagram, I reshared it, but Stefan shared it, and I was like, this is so cool. There's the quotative like right there, y'all.
Okay. So can't go that way yet. I got my boss fight for a bench? Man. They're making you work now. Yeah, we have to go left and up now.
Oh yeah, Andrew, yeah, my courses, the expectation is that the 8-week course is also the same amount of content as a 15-week. So we are day 1, start thinking about your final project.
Yeah.
Yeah, summer courses are always hard because of that.
And especially if it's online, asynchronous, it requires, asynchronous is great, but it requires a self-starter because, man, it just moves so quickly. It's so easy to get behind. 6 weeks is quick. You can barely do anything in 6 weeks. Ooh, 15-week content in 4 weeks. Too much. I mean, yeah, some of these depend on how often things are meeting, too. asynchronous 8 weeks kind of works because we can spread things out throughout the week.
So we have like a pseudo mild level of like gamelan-esque timbres.
Yeah, that's giving it that crystalline.
I like
have
the
the-
pseudo-diegesis of the pickaxes.
Oh yeah, the pickaxes are
also the
great.
rhythm.
That sounds like it could be in the music.
Yes, but you'll
It
notice that
disappears
now that I've
thread.
fought them, they don't do it anymore.
Oh.
It's similar
Wildly
to
cool.
the, similar to the train track noise in Phantom Train. That starts off that track.
Yeah.
Bum, bum,
I can't get up there yet. Okay.
One of my sorority sisters is in Japan right now. Her stories are amazing. I don't know how long they're going to be there, but it feels like they've been there for weeks. Incredible.
Five weeks of oral skills that's supposed to be done in what, 15? 10? What?
Yeah, that's
15 weeks and 5 weeks of oral skills? That's like you can't
there's
That's
you can do
specific
No.
content. You can
Like
do content in
content
a
you
short
can
amount of time,
cram.
but you can't do
Skill?
skill development in a short amount of
Jesus,
time.
yeah, I would just like not
Like, for
expect.
example, would they let you take only
Wow.
4 weeks of private lessons and count that? You know? Like,
Yeah. Jesus Lord. Some people just. It's really hard when the people that are in charge in whatever your institution is, whatever the system, the bureaucracy is, do not understand music and also don't want to understand music, like the different parts, performance, theory, history, and all this stuff. And it's really nice, rare, but nice when you do get like a dean or whatever that's like, oh, well, like, tell me what you need. Everybody needs one of those.
Yeah. Agreed.
Absolutely.
I like the cool track that, and it's like, boom, 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 boom.
Okay, I agree with Jen now. This place sucks. All right.
Okay, and the cool, the bum, 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 bum went away after that. I like how like certain challenges have their own musical like layers.
Notice how right before an event,
It's not
the
just
music
rooms.
the music is gone.
It like it,
Vacation.
yeah, it does the silence. Oh fuck.
That's classic Dean speak there. Why don't you just take all your individual lessons in one class so you don't have so many contact hours? Other classes have 15 students in them. Like, yeah, that's a good example of that type of thing.
Hey, at least they asked.
That's true.
Oh, crying.
Believe it or
Do
not,
I need another
works that
drink?
way.
I'm still drinking
Ah.
this drink. But if you want to refill it a little bit,
Oh.
it was good.
I'm just gonna make you another one. Hold
Okay.
on.
Say hi, Neil.
Hi, Neil. Wait, what? They said hi. Wait, where'd you go?
The door's closed. He's coming back, I think, with something. Oh my god, yeah. Ugh.
Where's my resubscribe button? Why can't I do the subscription?
Resubscribe?
Yeah, because I went to use one of our emotes.
Oh, yeah.
All
I
right.
think I like
And I'm in
fully
mod mode,
pay
so I'm not seeing it.
for our. I use my free subscription on Dana's channel, and then I just
You
like
do?
pay for. I pay for our channel. I pay for this channel. Yeah, I do.
I need need to get some emotes going on mine.
Crap. Gotta rotate with, not
It's
against.
just like everyone's book cover or something like that.
And this is it. Now I can use the crystal heart dash to cross this space.
They all said hi.
I say hi back.
He said hi.
Hooray!
Check this out. Bam.
Subscribe in tier 1. Kefka Lol was a beautiful creation of mine.
Oh, did you see that catch so you don't die there? Rude.
Rude. I mean, the little Bart thing is pretty good too, but
What?
Oh, Celeste vibes. Celeste, extreme Celeste traumas right
even
now.
even the colors of purple in this section.
Yeah, I know, right? Even the colors.
There we go. Yeah, the resubscribe button disappears in mod mode.
Oh, weird.
So I had to open another tab. Make it look like we have more viewers than we do. I don't think it works that way.
Oh, poor little baby.
There we go. Okay.
That's terrifying.
Yeah, we're gonna leave.
Goodbye.
There we go. Lol, lol, lol.
Apple juice from the juicer, so like if you need an EpiPen, that's why. It's not.
Oh, it's like real
It's,
apple
yeah,
juice.
it's not peach juice, but it's apple juice.
Okay. Well, I'll try not to have an EpiPen time.
Yeah. You know
I
where
think
it
it's
is.
allergies.
You know where it is.
Yes, I have it right over here.
What are you allergic to that you need your EpiPen close by? I mean, you don't have to
technically-
disclose that. I've never
No,
heard that you
it's
even had
totally
one.
fine. I do have one because I did go into anaphylactic shock when I was really little with a plums.
Oh, so like
And
a
so
tree fruit.
all tree fruit that's like pitted, plums, peaches, but also apples. Like
We
my
don't need
allergist is like, even if you've never, I always have some reaction. They're like, even if you have a little bit, because you have once had an anaphylactic reaction to one of them, it can always happen again.
Yeah.
And I've since had another. It wasn't anaphylactic, like full anaphylactic, but like close. When I was like 26. So I keep one on. I always have.
Yeah.
Just in case. But I have this
Interesting.
as like a real apple juice in
Right.
it, so I'm gonna just sip it slowly and see what happens.
Yeah.
I also love apples. Like that's my thing. I still eat them, but I always keep
Yeah.
like
that's
Benadryl, EpiPen, just in case. Yeah, it's so weird. Hey, yeah. Me and Greg are like very similar. Grew up in the same state. Allergic to pitted tree fruit. Thanks. Maybe we're cousins. You know, Italians. We probably are cousins for real.
Forget about it.
Alright, we are gonna
I
come
love
check
this
out
track.
some map spots now.
We're back in Green Path. I love this track.
We are.
It's so foresty.
Sorry,
This is
at this
the-
point,
this is
for what it's
Dana
worth,
aesthetic.
This is 100% my aesthetic. Look at this. This whole
This is like
area,
your-
the colors.
The whole area is like your wedding dress, like everything.
yeah.
It's all there. Oh,
One of the interesting things about Hollow Knight is that unlike most of the other games that inspired it, there is no fixed path at this point. The game has opened up since I got the Mantis Claw, technically. And I can now go almost anywhere now that I have Super Dash.
note how Ryan is discussing the map on this here very stream. Literally illegal. Literally unsubscribable.
It's just amazing that like maps find a way of coming up like
They just find their
every
way.
week.
It is.
This
I
is
think-
just
I
about
feel like I
traversing
read
the
it-
space, not about the map per se.
But I read an
Right?
article or something recently about how games and maps are so like intertwined as concepts, like just like from the very beginning. Like when you would get a map in your game because of the idea of using, I don't know, like that, like game history is really, really interesting when you kind of dig into it. Like why are certain games games? Why do we always have certain genre aesthetics and
I
features?
found the coolest publication recently.
Hold on.
So
Here's our chicka 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 chicka. It's like our mini boss stem, I would call this, the chicka chickas.
chicka chicka.
Yeah.
We just go to like a pizzicato moment. I don't know if I probably showed on stream. It's behind me. I have the maps from the original Chrono Trigger box because we decided to actually frame them instead
that's
of
amazing.
have them sitting folded in the box where the the fold edges will get decayed.
Yeah.
So I gently unfolded them and I framed them. And so yeah, it's the original Chrono Trigger where it has all the different era maps.
No.
That's excellent.
Here, let me re-show the stream since we're talking about them. Okay, get these like in frame here.
Yes.
That's
Oh,
nice.
yeah.
There's the one. And then
The other ones. Oh, it's a map stream after all.
It is.
but yeah, I framed them. And we have the Final Fantasy VI like stuff that came with the box, but it's not in quite as good of shape as the Chrono Trigger ones. I don't remember where those got to. I also have the Goose Game. Came with Untitled Goose Game when Joe got the physical release. It came with a drawing of the entire world zoomed out.
Oh my gosh, that's so
So
cool.
kind of a map in that sense, but
Yeah.
For what it's worth, except for creating a western boundary, the wind does not affect my platforming here.
Oh, it's not like part of the mechanics of this level.
There's like a far western, like I can't shoot off to the left into infinity,
Yeah.
but otherwise
But
my
not
jumping is the same.
otherwise.
Right.
Okay. Then this is less bad.
I agree that like fucking with the jumping is not acceptable.
No, I know. It's like, oh, I have to relearn how to jump in the middle of this game in front of all these people. Absolutely not.
absolutely not.
No.
Not today.
Get thee behind me. Oh wait, wrong.
Andrew, Jesus Christ. That's terrible. That's so stupid. Oh, man. Yeah, anyway. Oh, yeah, the graph paper for, like, making your own maps. It was a whole thing. A whole vibe. Kids these days don't even know.
I mean, I feel like I tweeted at one point where I had found my old Harvest Moon, like, I made myself a guidebook, basically.
Yes,
Hand-drawn everything. I
Right,
noted
like,
what all the
making
crops sold
guidebooks,
for.
Like, what are all the things? Like, here's a list of all the things. Like, we just, like, did that.
This
oh
was
my
pre.
god.
Yeah.
This was even pre, like, GameFAQs. That was middle
This
school.
is
for me.
pre-internet.
Yeah, I was
for
gonna
me,
say,
I didn't have I had a computer,
maybe
I guess,
late
but
middle
maybe
school.
not the internet.
I remember
Yeah.
consulting it for Final Fantasy VIII, but not 7. So that shows you about when I got access to that stuff. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
I don't want to make that jump quite yet.
Excellent.
I want to go through here
There's
first,
no
maybe.
music. I'm scared.
But as a fun.
There is no music here.
Because of that, because I had, my beloved Super Nintendo Harvest Moon guidebook that I made myself, because that was the first game I ever bought with my own money. I saved up for it and I bought it. For my birthday, was it last year? 2 years ago? Last year. Joe got me the original Japanese guidebook for Harvest Moon, Super Nintendo. And it's beautiful.
It is.
so cool.
Oh, right.
Cyclone Slash.
The Nail Masters are awesome, Jen. Yes.
That is also from Chrono Trigger.
Of course,
Well,
it's
Cyclone.
not Harvest Moon, it's Bokujo Monogatari.
Finden. Bam. Finden.
I love that, like, he bows to you now.
Yeah,
Right.
good times.
Sweet.
I need to refresh my beverage. I don't know what I'm gonna do though. I'll be right back.
Where is the screen? There it is.
Alright, we're gonna now go loop around the beginning, and I'm gonna look up what to do next after this jump!
Oh, beautiful. King's Pass. We're gonna get
This
some
is...
music yet? This is
No,
a good
but
time
this
to
is the
get
very start of the game.
take a break.
Remember. It's actually the perfect spot for a break for
Oh,
everybody.
yeah, okay.
But this is like the very, very beginning of the game now. We've officially done a loop.
Collect soul by striking enemies. Oh yeah.
Crunch.
Yeah, the
Oh yeah, back when the
Wet.
game was friendly, right?
exoskeleton sounds.
I actually like that the beginning of the game has almost no music for what it's worth.
Woohoo! That's fun.
Yep.
Here we go. Hi. I refreshed my coffee
Lol.
since
You
we're
missed
getting...
everything.
I missed everything? Did I?
Nothing. We just looped back to the beginning, and you came back at the right time. This was the
Yep.
first time music came back in at Dirtmouth, our old friend.
Darkness.
Yeah.
I refreshed my coffee because Tears of the Kingdom at midnight.
Nice.
I'm gonna try to not stay up too late because I have a keynote to finish.
So you're gonna like play it at midnight?
I don't know, maybe a little bit.
You should.
Maybe just a little.
I'm
but I do have
gonna
to be-
tab
have to be kinda
forward to
good.
my walkthrough here.
But I also poured myself Caribbean pineapple liqueur, which is delightful.
So hold on a second, everybody. I'm gonna take 5 minutes to figure out
Sounds
what we need to
cool.
go do next.
We'll listen to the pretty cello.
5
Yeah, I've purposely
minutes?
stopped here because it's nice.
It's by Giffard. And it's like
So like, okay, so I'm really bad
in
at
rum.
differentiating strings. So I would be like, is this a low viola or a high cello? Like I would not know. I'm really bad at that. That's one of my
Generally-
insecurities.
That's not a at least that's not a bad question. For me, how do I describe like how I know it's viola or not?
Wait, you said it
Generally-
was cello.
But like
how do you
I'm
know?
like how do I? It's so clear to me, but generally
and
it's
I
going to be
want-
cello. It's almost always going to be cello, just because cello is sort of more thought of as a solo instrument than viola. But
Yeah.
viola has. It can sound violin-y. In the lower
Yeah.
register, viola has this like. I don't want to say muted because that's not the right word.
Is it like thinner than you would think a cello would sound like in some way, or?
Yeah, maybe.
I'm gonna like. There's a lot of examples where I'm like, ooh, is this like a low, or even like a violin versus viola? I'm gonna send them to you and say what I guess, and you're gonna tell me if I'm right or wrong.
Woolly,
for like the rest of my life.
That's interesting. I like woolly. Obviously, violas. It depends on the instrument, right? And it depends who's playing it. Just like any string, they can bring out sort of different things about it. But
I know, and that's why I'm like, I'll never learn this unless I become a string player and then like really hear it. But
it's something I've never thought of until just like, to me, it's generally so clear. When it is one of the three, or if it's just a single sample being, patched onto a keyboard. That is sometimes kind of easy to tell as well. Because you'll hear it like an uncanny valley when it's not in the right range from whatever it was originally sampled from.
Patched on a string sampled versus, like I'm really good at telling if the clarinet is just sampled versus a real clarinet, or like E-flat clarinet versus B-flat clarinet. I can really tell, and that's probably like not an average person can tell. So, but yeah, I wanna get better at that because it's like so everything has strings in it. So I'm gonna like ask you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna like send you clips and be like, I don't know. Tell me.
Yeah.
That'll be my ear training. That's my ear training I want to do. Yeah.
I want to do maybe just a Discord stream soon here for my video game class where I do some real-time analysis. So maybe we'll pick a time when you can pop by and we'll do a little bit of that along with everything else.
Oh, that'd be fun.
And that would guarantee at least one person shows up. Although, like I said, I was impressed with their go-getter attitude, so maybe I'll have a bunch.
Oh, crap.
That key will let you open the portal gate thing at the bottom of the City of Tears, Ryan.
Yes, it will.
That's why.
According to the chat. Just in case.
Yeah, if I can get there without dying.
That's, that's part of it. I guess I could put my Hollow Knight background back on. I mean, it's so pretty.
It should be easier to go this way to get there. Let me put stream chat back in my other monitor so I can see everybody.
Also, speaking of pretty, if there's one thing that I'm going to do well at this keynote, I think it's the most beautiful PowerPoint I've ever made in my life.
That's a pretty high bar. You're always better than the rest of us.
This one, because
because
I'm talking about Egypt, which is a love of mine, there's just like a little extra care involved.
Yeah.
And also maybe a little bit of trying to figure out what I wanted to say, so I distracted myself by making pretty visuals. Maybe there was a little bit of that too.
I do that with every talk. I totally understand. But no, it really helps. Like keynotes are longer, and so when you have better visuals, more visuals, it really helps. I really believe in this. How long is your keynote supposed to be?
45 minutes.
Yeah, that's right.
That's not terrible.
That's okay. We're getting into the part. I think the hardest stuff is mostly written. The stuff that was totally new, and then we're gonna talk about. It's sort of framed through my Cleopatra chapter.
Yeah.
So that I can kind of go back to. Okay, so how did I come back to this? What did this look like?
Oh yeah.
And including, I have all of my research notes on all the exoticism literature, including stuff that wasn't in the chapter, so I can do a little bit of pulling quotes from that and contextualizing a little bit. We can do, obviously, the listening, talk about my transcription process. I'm going to do a little bit of that, too, but... yeah, it's party. I should probably tweet about it. I was weirdly not wanting to tell people I was doing this.
I had a similar feeling. Like, I feel like
here's more info, everyone.
Just repeating the same, like almost the same thing from me last year. grad conference. Like, I don't know what I'm doing, but like you are like, I've always been saying, like, I remember when I was asked to keynote, I remember thinking, you know, if you want someone who does video games, like, Dana would be great at this. Like, Dana would be a great keynoter. Like, when are you gonna ask Dana?
Boy.
And then, like, of course, that feels like so much pressure. And like, people were saying that to me, like, why are you, like, you know, why are you so feeling like you can't do this? Like, what's wrong with you? And I'm like, I can't. Like, why are you asking me this? I'm like a visiting assistant. I'm nobody. Like, who are you? Why are you asking me this? But it turned out good, and I think yours is gonna be great. And I think that, like, keynotes are actually, now that I've done 2, no, I've done 3, I guess.
Yeah, you're popular.
Well, it ends up being like, you can be a little self-indulgent, you can be a little more casual.
Oh my god.
Because you have so much more time, right? And they want to hear they want to hear a story. This is what I think people want to hear.
It is very narrative.
Like, narrative, and not just like a bunch of research, but like, you know, have a message, have a story, have like, and also include what you do, and just like be interesting, you know? And like, you can do that because you are interesting. You're so multifaceted.
I have a line at the end of a section where I say, although this entire passage might seem to be a bit self-indulgent tangent on my part, I was actually, to my surprise, building to a point here.
Nice, excellent.
And then I get to what that point is. But yeah, actually, the funny thing is I get very meta about the North American Conference on Video Game Music. And,
I want to hear more about the guy who did not take any questions from Greg. I'm sorry for interrupting the flow of this. That's a baller move. Like, infinite respect.
I talked about how, you know, we just had our 10th conference, and how we chose one of the founders, Neil Lerner, and then I, you know, talked about how he's perfect for that because he's at the very origins of the subfield of Ludomusicology, literally and figuratively, because of working on pinball and arcade machines, but also being a founder of the conference. And how I remember that conversation when we were choosing the keynote speaker, and how vividly I thought, I'm so glad it's not me. And then I got an email from this conference. Yeah, that section is called keynote worthiness. All one word.
That is a really good term, and I'm gonna like borrow that and cite you about it.
Just like I said to you on Transfiguration.
You know, like when it's C-worthy. Yes, exactly. We'll do some back and forth here. That's what academia is all about.
The other fun thing is I know just enough hieroglyphs to be a pain about it. So my title slide is actually taken from a famous papyrus in the British Museum that contains a bunch of poetry, the Harris Papyrus 500, and it's the incipit for the selections of poetry, and so it's love poems mostly, so it's called Here Begin Songs of the Heart's Enjoying. And in the book that I have, which is Love Songs of the New Kingdom by John Foster, I don't know if this will show up very well, my stuff. Here, let me I'm like show and telling a lot tonight. Page background off. He did little handwritten of what was in the actual manuscript, which I couldn't find online. And I know, you know, he has a whole section of what it's from. It's Papyrus Harris 500 Song Cycle 3. And yeah, Here Begins Song
Cycle 3. Oh, no.
So that is the title of the talk. And I could have just scanned that little picture in, right? Like, put that in there and then been cute. No, I decided to download a Unicode hieroglyph font developed by a classical language association, and then spend 2 hours finding each individual character and making sure that it was accurate to the quote.
Ew. Sorry.
Yeah, that's really gross. Like, I'm like, poor Dana. This weird sound in the background of the story that sounds so gross. Oh, but yeah, finding the right fonts and like doing the funds, like doing the extra for the slides, it's like very relatable.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
so
gotta
good.
get that the
Good.
perfect thing.
But one of the fun things that I found, I mentioned earlier, I found the coolest article recently, which will be of interest to. I don't know if I'm going to have a way to release. I haven't finished the talk yet, but I don't know if I'm going to cite it or not. But regardless, I was really happy I found it. I talk a little bit in the keynote about my sort of the origins of me really falling in love with ancient Egypt as a kid, and how a big part of that was Zelda Lee Snyder's The Egypt game, which was written in 1967, but was in my local library at the Newbery winner. It's a great book, and I actually read some passages from it when we talk about it. But I was looking that up, and I found a piece of scholarship from the American Journal of Play through the Strong Museum about the connecting the Egypt game. I don't know if anybody's read this book. Has anybody read this book? Do people know it?
No.
No.
Okay, so essentially it's about a group of kids who get really interested in Egypt together. They kind of read everything in the school library, you know, and they find this abandoned, what they think is an abandoned lot behind an antique shop, a little storage yard that they have to get to, like, by kind of breaking in through a board that's rotted away. And they start setting up, like, Egyptian temples and playing pretend, you know, making these elaborate rituals and imagining that they are priestesses, and you know, they're 9 years old or so, 9, 10, 11, in that range. And it's all about how they do all of this research. They kind of build this elaborate world for themselves. They make costumes, they build little temples, they design rituals and liturgy, and they write it all down in a book so they can reenact their favorite rituals and stuff. Great book. Gets you very interested, and it got me interested in, like, doing the same thing, reading all the things I could find in the library. Found this great article by Kathleen Martin in this American Journal of Play, basically crediting books like this, realistic children's fiction that has very vivid descriptions of playing pretend, as being sort of an unsung
there it is. I just lost all 3,400 monies.
Like Dungeons and Dragons.
I think. Hate it.
And just saying, you know, there have been a lot of things written about, like, the Tolkien and fantasy and those influences, and some of the earlier war games that Gygax, you know, based things on, and that this piece has always been here, that kids have always played this stuff.
Yeah.
And that because this book came out before Dungeons and Dragons, 67 versus 74, that, you know, there's definitely something here, which isn't to say that it's a direct influence on Gygax, but that this sort of trope was already existed, and these rule sets are kind of implicit in the way the pretend is being described in the book.
Cool.
So really,
So you're also talking about play.
Kind of, yeah. I don't know how I'm gonna work in this article, but it was just interesting because I was looking up this book from when I was a kid, and then I found this article on this book, and I was amazed by it. So anyway, that's my plug for my talk.
Sorry you had to make that
Saturday,
plug during
right?
the absolutely most disgusting bug noises on the planet.
I know, like, of all the time. It's like
More than okay.
like the whole time.
I want to put forth an argument that we over-prioritize melody at the expense of ambiance in our field. This rules
This game is all about ambiance.
for ambiance
Not an
and
argument. That's
disgustingness.
A truth and a fact. That is like, oh my god, so true. Oh, this fucking whole boss, I cannot. Can't do it.
My keynote is 1:30 Eastern, so it's in the middle of the
Eastern
conference.
outside.
It's not at the end of the.
Oh, a real-life bug just landed on me. Hold on,
Oh,
hold
middle
on.
of the conference. I was like, is that it?
No, there's a couple sessions after me.
Oh, okay.
Great program.
Nope. Oh, I hate this so much. Okay. We're gonna try a couple more times, gang.
is at the end of May,
Okay.
whatever that weekend is.
27th, 28th.
Yeah, like 26, 27, 28.
I will be at a reunion that weekend. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
It's too hard. It's just too expensive. Because reunions are expensive to register for.
No, I hate everything.
8-bit Aria wins going to London. Love.
Yeah, London is the correct choice there.
That is pretty nice.
I want to go back. I was there in 2018.
I've never been. I want to go.
I was briefly in London earlier than that because the one year I went to Ludo, I flew into London and then took a train several hours south to Chichester, where the conference actually was. But I didn't really see London. I just kind of jumped to Victoria Station and got on a train.
Jesus Christ, calm down.
Oh, man. I spent so much time on Super Metroid for one of the sections of my dissertation, and that game still freaks me out as an adult. Like, it's just really well done.
Creepy space stuff.
I remember when I was writing that, I was living apart from my husband at the time. He had a job up here. And I did not play Super Metroid alone at night in my as I was writing it.
I'm gonna see if there's a closer bench, maybe, up here. Because that'd be really nice if
I
there
love
was.
the Final Fantasy IV Moon music so much, but we know this because we played it, and I had my moments about I love this theme so much. It's just so quirky. And then it has
like,
the
so good.
has the little march, like Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairy. Ugh,
Ew.
I love that theme. Could not love it more.
Ah!
Why is this place? This is just exoskeleton, like
Sorry about the absolute guttural
Shit,
reaction
yeah.
to that on stream,
and,
everybody.
like, hemorrhoids and buttholes. Like, it's just so gross. I hate everything about this
Everything
level.
is like slimy.
Viewing it. It's
Yeah.
so gross.
It's a little much.
That's so much.
And you can't see anything coming at you until it's too late.
No, and you can't save either. There's no
This is
bench.
just-
And there's no bench. Yikes.
This isn't a bench game. Do you not have a map? Oh, wait, there's no map, man.
No, you don't get a map until you find Cornifer. Oh god.
I wasn't ready. I don't like him. Maps. Wait, they don't love you like I love you.
That's in, is it Rock Band? Where you can sing it and it's awkward because the melody is like kind of very like, inexact.
Oh, it's in Rock Band? I don't know. It was my sister's
in
wedding
Rock Band.
song to her ex-husband, so, but I do like that song. He was from England and she's from America. It was a whole thing. So it was very mappy. It was all about maps. It is more entertaining to watch than play, I can imagine, except it sounds gross and looks gross. Looks disgusting.
Oh wait, this might help. Hold on. What's in here?
Hello? Can you help me? Oh, shh.
Oh, that will help a lot, actually. Good.
That reminds me of the Real Monsters from, like, Nickelodeon. I never had
Okay.
cable, but I had, like, friends that had cable. No, I
Okay,
didn't
we
have
can now
friends.
do
What am I
this
talking
reasonably.
about? I had frenemies that I thought were my friends. That had cable.
Well, at least we have a quick access to the boss now from our original bench. That's all I needed. We can finish this in 20 minutes.
Ooh.
The game?
Then I can raise my
No,
game.
this boss. Are you kidding me?
Oh, okay. Marm, I can't
say.
even look at this. It's so gross.
Oh yeah, this one. Dare I? No, I shouldn't say it. Oh,
What were you gonna say? Dare you say it? Dare you say it? Dare you say it?
Fleshlight vibes, but like like a multi-entry fleshlight.
Multi-entry fleshlight. Multi-entry fleshlight.
What do I do with any of you? Okay. Nobody answer that.
I mean, we were saying this whole area has given us heebie-jeebies, and that's just
little jeebie.
that is really the apotheosis of the heebs.
It's so jeebs. So much jeebs.
All of the
Pete's
jeebs.
gonna leave.
All right, at least we're right here at the boss now. Don't have to do any of those complicated
your delicate
hallways.
sensibilities, Pete.
Sensibility jeebs. You gotta be strong. Look, the game is already giving us the grossness. It can't be us that is like putting you over the edge.
True.
Sounds are so. Whoever did the voice acting for this, I want to like know them.
Voice acting for Gollum.
So here's what I want to know, folks. If anybody in the chat has done this, I suspect Jin has. Is there a spot for me to heal, or do I just have to go full tilt and out damage it?
Hi, Dark Sword.
Oh, there's a bunch.
Hi, Dark Sword.
One of the William
for this
Helen
crap.
did the voices for over 30 different characters and enemies.
Oh man, thank you,
Ari-
Bill.
Oh, I know the name. Ari Gibson sounds familiar.
That does sound familiar.
Did about 15 different characters.
You need to beat this boss so we can stop talking about it.
Oh, so I can tell you that Makoto Koji did the Flukemarm voice.
Oh my gosh.
Makoto Koji did about 90% of the female voices.
Koto Koji, I want to know you.
No, oh, I got knocked out,
There's-
so the
there's
boss
a lot.
health
Let's
resets.
see, there's 1, 2, 3,
Jin, I cannot kill the flying bugs in one
5,
hit.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 different people. And some we know exactly what voices based on interviews. This is somebody's compilation, like Reddit post, where they're showing all of the what we know, just based on what people have said. But yes, Makoto Koji did most of the female voices.
There's just so many of them. Rah.
Gross.
Ah.
That's icky. I don't want to have to upgrade my nail again to do it, though, because that requires me to go find other objects. That might be the correct answer here, I confess. Oh, I could redo my charms for one fight and at least give me the Mantis distance nail. That'd be a good idea for this fight.
EP.
That does not sound exciting. What is QEP? Hold on. I don't actually need my compass or my soul catcher right now. No. This is better than
Quality
nothing.
enhancement plan. That sounds freaking dystopian. Every university has it. I think I'm so funny. Oh, you get to do extra grading, Pete? That sounds bad. Sounds like not fun. Oh, man. Oh my god, these noises. I just can't.
Okay, that went actually better. I've got a shot. If I can dodge the ones coming out the bottom right hole.
Oh. Ooh, I gotta get a Mother's Day gift for my mother.
Yeah, Pete, the bottom right hole. Are you not paying attention here? Also, I love you all. I could be finishing the last dungeon for me in Tears of the Kingdom, and I'm doing this instead.
The last dungeon? What the?
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. that you
I'm not sorry in the
sacrificed all of
slightest.
this.
Sorry, I'm annoyed.
Oh, you can't swing in the water. Scheisse.
Yeah, we sound so long as we go to sleep.
Luckily, Dana's not sleeping. She's staying up till midnight to play Tears of the Kingdom. Oh, they blow a little bit before they come out. There's no nice way to describe anything this boss does.
I didn't comment at all. It was so good.
Yeehaw.
So
There we go.
There are no good sentences. That's true.
good. There is pineapple liqueur.
Oh my god, thank God that's done.
Whew.
Oh my god.
Oh, it even looks bad, like, done. Come on.
It does. I don't think it gave me anything worthwhile, though. Like, I don't think it was a required fight.
Really?
Are you friggin' kidding me right now?
Let me check here. It gave me this. Oh, gross. That's what it is. It transforms my fireball spell into summoning those nasty things.
Fucking dicks. Shit.
So now I can have more nastiness forever.
Great. Oh, goodness. Thank you. Thank you for preserving that.
I just want to make sure that I do my citational duties.
Hold on.
Oh, so awful.
Come here, nasty bug weird ass thing.
Ah, it's still there. Why are we still in this area? Why have we not moved on?
I have to make my way through this area.
He has to get
I
out.
don't
yeah.
like it. I'm just saying it so much.
Oh, that sound. Could we not? Could you not, sir?
I know. Ma'am, sir.
They make anti-nausea medication, sir. You don't have to go around spewing
I
everywhere.
know. This is one long Pepto-Bismol, like.
Disgusting. Oh Oh my goodness, does anybody know any good jokes? Like, we need to drown this out.
I know.
This is not a good moment to analyze the soundscape. Nope.
Ugh.
Oh my goodness.
I drank too much, and it's like...
Just getting worse and worse.
God, this is getting worse and worse.
Hold on. Oh. There he goes. Ew.
There
Ew.
we go. Oh.
It's not satisfying, is it?
Remember how I was talking about how beautiful and aesthetic this game was earlier?
I do distinctly remember you talking to the gorgeousness of the aesthetic of this game,
Ugh.
yes.
Oh my
I
God.
take it back. I take it all back. It's no longer beautiful. It's drippy and moist. There's like eggs everywhere. I'm assuming those are little caviar moments.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, it's all vile.
Contains drip. Ew, ew.
Ugh. Yeah, but that's usually the other meaning of drip.
Wasn't it Julian who said this game was very wet?
What did I? Oh yeah, wet. I was like, the first level you can. It just is even wetter than it's ever been.
Yeah,
Moist.
Deep Nest is full of the nastiest spidery things.
Oh man, dude.
I don't know.
You are,
Yeah.
you are my least favorite. Please don't make that sound anymore. I'll pay you.
So anyway, everyone loves this game, right? Like that was
Yeah.
like everyone loves this game.
Spiders don't really bug me that much.
Yeah, spiders don't bug you.
Yeah. they're-
Actually, I do like having
No.
a spider friend around because they get rid of the worst bugs, you know.
Right, right.
Big
I'm
spiders, I
appreciative.
just let them
I'm
be.
appreciative as long as, you know, as long as we keep our distance. I don't want one on me, you know? Like, I would react having
Yes,
anything
I would probably cry if it were
But-
on me, but if I would let it, I would probably try to let it live.
But
Unlike my
I'm not
past self, who would
particularly,
kill it.
yeah, I'm not particularly arachnophobic or anything.
Oh my gosh.
Sir.
Oh god, this is a long dash.
And then it like hits the wall and makes that
The
other
longest,
noise.
yeah, the
Ah.
longest section of the game I think I've ever.
I've
ever
never wanted 11 o'clock to come faster.
Come on, it's not that bad.
It's pretty bad.
It's really bad.
Boy.
Alright, I think the fat super bugs are done now.
Thank you.
Oh, no, one more.
No. Spoke too soon. One more week, right? One more week.
I know this is the Final Fantasy VII curse.
Oh, that's one.
Remakers.
That could be a potential emote as one more week.
One more week. Yes. Put that in the spreadsheet.
Yeah. I know there was at least one other good one.
Oh, wait.
Our faces.
I need to heal before because they do two
There is another
pots of
one.
damage.
What is it?
We mentioned it earlier. Maybe I'll just go back and thought it to try to
I don't know
remember.
if it was. Yeah.
Alright.
But yeah, we'll see. Then we'll see how many slots we actually have, and then kind of prioritize based on what we think will get the most usage. But I know there were more ideas.
How much money do we need to have, like, per emote? How much
What do you mean?
Is it? Do we need subscribers? Like, how many emotes are we allowed to have?
I think it's
Wait.
on a subscriber basis, but I forget.
Yeah, but I know we have unused slots, right?
We have at least one unused slot. I can check right after we're done here, because Dana's staying up till midnight anyway, so this is a good night to check.
Yeah. Partners have 5 for animated.
We're an
That's
affiliate, remember?
Right. Here we go. Subscriber email
Yeah.
guide for partners and affiliates. Let's see. Fascinating stuff on this stream.
I'm so glad the sounds. I mean, there's still wetness, but that guy is. The is gone. I'm just so happy. I don't even know what to call it. We just called it so many dirty names. I'm so very done with it.
Yeah, that's legitimate.
Pete coming out with a gross joke. Not so pure after all.
Yeah, we'll have to look because apparently the number of sub points we have reached can influence that.
I am a paying subscriber and I demand many slots.
We might be able to upload more than we actually use and then rotate stuff in, too.
Oh, okay. That'd be
Because
cool.
they mentioned having a library
Okay.
Oh,
where you
that's
can
nice.
save and manage them independently from the slots.
Honestly, everybody, what I need to do is just give Dana my Twitch password, everybody.
I'll just go in and do that. Yeah. Let me
Hold on.
look back and see what the... I know I have to automatically resize at different sizes.
The next bench we get to will be the end tonight, by the way.
There is an auto resize mode.
Am I in an area I have a map for now? I am. I'm back in the City of Tears, weirdly. Okay.
Interesting.
I'm by the nailsmith at the bottom. Oh, but I don't have my
hear 'em.
compass on me to be able to know that. Okay, that's what's up. So I'm there at the nailsmith. I should be able to shoot to the right. Hit a wall. Good.
Oh, pretty music again.
City of Tears.
When the game is pretty, the game is very pretty. There's just the catch,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, excellent. Okay, so largest is 112 by 112, so I will do that. Great.
Pete is on a roll. Too much rum. No, that's never enough.
Honestly, the mantis distance plus the plus the compass is gonna be it for me. That's awesome.
All right, we hit our bench. Just in
Oh
time.
right.
Woo!
I absolutely cannot wait for everybody here to play Tears of the Kingdom. It's so good. I can't say anything. We're going to stream some of it next week. If you're getting it day one, finish the first, 25 minutes or so before next week, because at that point you'll be able to have conversation about it without spoiling the intro for yourself.
Downloading right now. Yeah, we get to go to GameStop. Well, not both of us, because baby's sleeping. But Joe's gonna go to GameStop.
Yeah, I'm actually going to stream next week from my laptop instead of the desktop setup, because that's where I play Tears of the Kingdom. And so I'm going to have a different setup next week.
Okay.
That'll be fun.
La, 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 la. There's the theme, like I promised that I would say.
There's the
Okay.
thing. Yeah, did you do enough shit posting? I think we did a nice job this week.
We did a lot. Holy moly.
For what it's worth
Okay.
about patches, the 1.1 patch for Tears of the Kingdom came out 2 days ago and improved the stability on the emulator significantly, and I have a feeling that it also did for the release edition of the Switch. It's weird that they patched it and I got the patch for my totally legal pirate version.
Yeah, like I was gonna say what? That's nice.
Right. All right, we will see everybody next week for some Tears of the Kingdom, and then we'll finish Hollow Knight. But figure we might as well hop on the bandwagon because it's so good, everybody.
So good.
Wildly excellent.
So good.
All right, bye everybody.
Just okay. Okay. Bye.